Exercise 1G, question number 17. Rita had rupees 300. She spent 1 by 3 of her money on notebooks. So whatever money she was having 300 rupees. Out of that 300, she spent 1 by 3 of that 300 on buying or purchasing notebooks. Then after that, she got some money back as in the form of remainder. So remainder money, or the money left with her, out of that leftover money she used 1 by 4 of that remainder on purchasing stationery items. Now after that, again we have to find out how much money is left with her. So first of all, amount spent on notebooks. Amount spent on notebooks. Amount spent on notebooks is given, is we have to find out. It is 1 by 3 of her money. And how much she was having? She was having rupees 300. So it is rupees 300 upon 3, that is rupees 100. So this much amount was spent, rupees 100 was spent on purchasing notebooks. Then we have to calculate how much money left with her. Money left is equal to, earlier she had rupees 300, but now she spent this much 100 rupees on purchasing notebooks. So we have to subtract this from 300, and that will give you rupees 200. So now she is having rupees 200 with her right now. Now again, out of that 200, she is going to purchase some stationery items. So 1 by 4 of the remainder she used on purchasing stationery items. So amount spent on stationery items, that is 1 by 4 of rupees 200, that is 200 divided by 4, and it is giving us rupees 50. So rupees 50 was spent on purchasing stationery items. Now again we have to find out how much money is left with her. So money left is rupees 200 minus rupees 50, and that is rupees 150. Question number 18. Amit earns rupees 32,000 per month. He spends 1 by 4 of his income on food, then 3 by 10 of the remainder on house rent, then 5 by 21 of the remainder on the education of the children. How much money is still left with him? That we have to find out. So first of all, earning of Amit. Earnings of Amit, that is 32,000 per month. Next, money spent on food. Money spent on food. Money spent on food. It is 1 by 4 of his income. 1 by 4 of his income. Now what is his income? His income is 32,000. So 1 by 4 of rupees 32,000, and that is rupees 32,000 divided by 4, and that will give you 4 ones are 4 eights are 32. So it is 8,000. So out of 32,000 income, Amit is spending 8,000 on food. Then we have to find out money left or remainder. Money left. Money left is 32,000 was earning, and money spent on food is 8,000. So we will subtract 32,000 minus 8,000, and it is giving us rupees 24,000. So now this much money is left with him. Now after that, he is spending 3 by 10 of the remainder on house rent. This is remainder. Now 3 by 4 of this remainder he is spending on paying house rent. So money spent on house rent. Money spent on house rent is 3 by 10 of this remainder. Remainder is what? It is 24,000. So it is rupees 24,000 divided by 3 into 24,000 divided by 10. So its value 10 will get cancelled, 3 4s are 12, carry 1, and this is 72, 2 zeros. So it is rupees 7,200 is the money spent on rent. Then after that, again we have to find out money left with him. Again money left with him. Money left is, again now we are going to subtract this 7,200 from this 24,000. Why? Because out of that remainder only he is spending house rent. So this will be subtracted from 24,000. So now money left will be 24,000 minus 7,200, and it is 16,800. 16,800 is money left with him. Now out of this 16,800, he is spending money on education of children. So money spent on education, money spent on education, that is equal to 5 by 21 of rupees 16,800, that is 5 by 21 into 16,800 rupees. Now we can cancel by 7. 7 3s are, 7 2s are, and then 4, and then 00. Then 3 1s are 3, 3 8s are 100, 800. So now 8 5s are 40. So 40 along with 2 zeros. So money spent on education is 4,000. Now again they are asking that how much money left with him. So again we will be subtracting this 4,000 from this previous leftover money. Previous leftover money was 16,800. So now we will be subtracting 4,000 from this money. So now money left is equal to 16,800 minus 4,000, and it is giving us 12,800. So this is the answer. Question number 19. If 3 by 5 of a number exceeds its 2 by 7 by 44, find the number. We don't know what the number is, so always whatever is unknown to us, there we take value x. So let the number be x. Let the number be x. Now see question carefully. 3 by 5 of a number. 3 by 5 of a number is 3 by 5 of a number, that is 3 by 5 of x, that is 3x upon 5. Next 2 by 5. 2 by 5 of the same number. 2 by 5 of number, that is 2 by, sorry it is 7. 2 by 7 of number, that is 2 by 7 of x, that is 2x upon 7. Now pay attention here that 3 by 5 of a number exceeds its 2 by 7 by 44. Okay, so 3 by 5 of this number is exceeding. Exceeding means it is greater. It is greater than its 2 by 7. And by how much it is greater? It is greater than 44. Okay, so when we will be subtracting 3x upon 5 minus 2x upon 7, this is exceeding, na? This is greater. So greater minus smaller, when we will do, that only will give you 44. Okay, pay attention. 3 by 5 of a number is exceeding. Exceeding means this is greater and this is smaller. This one is greater and this is smaller. So when we will subtract greater minus smaller, we will be getting value 44. So therefore, according to the question, ATTQ means according to the question, when we will subtract it, it will give you 44. Now we got an equation, we have framed an equation. Now we can solve x, we can find x. So this is 7 3s are 21x minus 5 2s are 10x upon 35, that is 44. 21x minus 10x is 11x upon 35 equal to 44. x is equal to, cross multiplying, 44, 35 will go up, 11 will come down, 11 ones are 11, 11 fours are 44. Now 35 into 4, 4 fives are 20, carry 2, 4 twos are 12 and 2, 40, 140. So that number is x. The number is x and we got this value to be 140. Question number 20. At a cricket test match, 2/7 of the spectators were in covered place while 15,000 were in open. Find the total number of spectators. So we can understand this question by an easier example. Let us suppose that in a class there are total 50 students. And out of those 50 students, let us suppose that 20 students are standing outside and 30 students are sitting inside. So when we will add both these, those who are standing outside and those who are sitting inside, when we will add these both, we will get total number of students. So same way, spectators, we don't know how many number of spectators are, so we will let it be x. So x will be equal to those spectators which are sitting in covered place and those spectators which are sitting in open place. Okay, so this addition will give you total number of spectators. So first of all, let us suppose that let the total number of spectators be x. Let the total number of spectators be x. Then spectators, those who are sitting in covered place. Number of spectators sitting in covered place is equal to 2/7 of the spectators, and how many spectators we are having? We are having x number of, so 2/7 of x, that is 2x upon 7. So these many spectators are sitting in covered place. Now spectators which are sitting in open place, so number of spectators in open is equal to 15,000. So those who are sitting in covered place and those who are sitting in open place, so when we will add them both, that will give us total number of spectators x. So therefore, according to the given question or according to the given condition, we have x is equal to, x is total number of spectators, that is equal to number of spectators which are sitting in covered place plus number of spectators in open place. So that is equal to 2x upon 7 plus 15,000. So now we will shift x terms one side. So this is x minus 2x upon 7, that is equal to 15,000. Now take LCM. It is 7x minus 2x upon 7, that is 15,000. It is 7x minus 2x is 5x upon 7. It is equal to 15,000. Now by cross multiplication, x will remain here. This 5 will come down, 7 will go up. 15,000 into 7 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 threes are 0, 0, 0. 7 threes are 21 and 3 zeros. So 21,000 is the total number of spectators. So that only they asked to find out. So this is our answer. Total number of spectators is equal to 21,000.